Hey guys, what's up? My name's Starla. I'm with Gallagher Farm and Ranch, and today I'm going to share with you what I do with my new herb plants when I bring them in. I'm not going to say this is right or wrong because I don't really know, but it works for me, and it's something that I find to be effective, and it makes me feel good right off the bat. So let's go ahead and, I guess just jump in. I guess I should say this. You want to say hi? Come on. Ready? Go.
Hi.
Alright, go play. So, I will say this. Please like, share, comment, whatever, because I'm trying to build up our page and I'm trying to build up our awareness and the things that we're doing. So, if you wouldn't mind, please do those for us. But, let's get started. Yesterday I went to town and I was grateful because I walked into Home Depot and they had a ton of herbs. And herbs for me are something that are really difficult to grow from seed. I just can't seem to do it to save my life. And so I decided that I was going to go ahead and buy herb plants. And this is the first time in a long time that I've done that. But I really just felt like it was the right thing to do. We kind of got a late start on our season because we were out of town. And it's time. You know, the plants need to be a certain height at this moment. And can you guys go? I love you, but get out of my bubble. What?
Since you're down here, may we please ride the...
No, you can't. I'm doing a video. Please go. My kid is obsessed right now with riding the sheep. He's going to be doing the rodeo, and as part of the rodeo, he's going to be doing a mutton busting thing, and he will not stop asking me if he can ride my sheep, and it's driving me nuts. But that's okay. So anyway, back to my original thing. So I walked into the store, there was a ton of herbs, and I was really excited because that meant that I could hopefully do more herbs for my herb blends and things that I'm working on. I just put out... Christopher, please stop. There is like 27 acres for you to go hammer on things. Find a space that's not next to me. Go. Now. Thank you. Oh my god. Anyway, sorry. We don't call this the Real Deal channel for no reason because, you know, I'm a parent and we've got kids and they drive us crazy on occasion. It happens. Anyway, so I walked in. I was super excited. There's all sorts of herbs, but most of them are like this. Okay? Now you have two options with this, all right? You can go ahead and you can plant it into a larger pot, which is definitely an option, and most people will do that. Most people will take this and they will go and plant it into a larger pot. Here's the thing though, a lot of this is actually ready to harvest. This pot does not need to be any bigger than this. So you can go in and you can harvest this down, and what you're basically wanting to do when you go to take herbs is you want to cut down to the last couple of leaves, okay? So like for instance, if you follow this vine back to the roots back here, okay, you'll see that there's a spot where there's maybe one or two little baby leaves. That's going to be where you want to cut it off, is right there, okay? And that way you get to take this part, but they need the leaves to regrow. I could get into the photosynthesis and how that all works with the leaves and how the leaves are important and so on and so forth. But, hey, out. Sorry, the dog's in here too. But the fact of the matter is, just leave a couple leaves and it will regrow, okay? And actually, a lot of times, especially when you have smaller ones like this, if you cut them back, they will go and grow even more. I'm not sure, I'm sure there's some like scientific word for it or whatever. But basically the idea is that it wants to live, right? It wants to be prolific. It wants to grow and take over and spread, right? And then it wants to be able to get to the point where it can go to seed. Well, if you stop that, it kind of goes into like freak out mode is what I call it. And it goes, I need to grow more. I need to put out more seed. Now, is this always the case every single time? No. But a lot of times it is. So that's why trimming, right, is such a chore and why it's also so important, especially in the beginning stages. I'm going to go over more of that when we get started doing tomatoes and just like the different ways to trim tomatoes and such. But for right now, since we're talking about herbs, that's what I wanted to tell you. So I'm actually going to just go like this. Excuse me. And I'm going to cut off everything just below my finger right about here. It's going to leave some of the leaves there so that that photosynthesis and stuff still happens. And I don't know, I'll see if I can show you. But you see these little baby leaves right here? It's not this big one, but the ones right behind it. Those are what I'm looking to try and leave. And the reason is that's going to be the next crop that I want to take. So I don't want to cut it all off or it'll be gone. Now some things like mint, right? Mint is very invasive. Mint, if you live someplace where mint grows naturally, please, 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 please pot your mint, okay? Put it in a pot because it will take over entire areas and it is super, super invasive. And once it is there, you cannot get rid of it. I am spectacularly great at killing mint. Don't ask me how I do it, but I kill mint on a regular basis. But in most places, that is not the case. Most places, mint will just go nuts on you. So be careful when you're picking your herbs because while some will die, like some will not. And mint is one of those, okay? So anyway, but the same concept is going to apply across all of your herbs. You're going to pretty much want to just cut them down here. Now, some things you have to remember, it's not the leaves that you're looking for. It's going to be the actual flowers. So those are going to be a little bit different. Some herbs are made up of the flowers. Tea things are going to be made up of the flowers, typically speaking, as opposed to, say, the leaves of the plant. But that's the general gist. So this one here is an Italian oregano. I'm going to go ahead and cut it off. I'm going to try and do it where y'all can watch. But it's really nothing fancy, guys. I'm just going to go like this and cut it off. Oops, I missed a little bit in the back there. It smells so good. Oh my gosh, you guys, it smells so good. But there's my take home, okay? Now you'll see there are a lot of leaves still here, and that's super important. I don't want to take them all. If I take them all, the plant will die, okay? So I don't want to take them all. But already, I went to the store. I paid $4.98, I think, for this pot of this, like I said, Italian oregano, and I just took a handful off. And I'm just gonna tell you right now, if you go to the store and you try to buy fresh herbs, right, in the grocery store, you're gonna pay about $6 to $7 for this amount of herbs. So honestly, even if I lost this plant at this point, I've still made it out with a better, option. So I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna wash it, and then I do have an herb like de-leafer thing, I guess. I don't know what to call that. But anyway, so I'm gonna do that, and I don't know, maybe I'll get excited about life and include that in this video too. But for the moment, this is what I wanted to show you, and that's basically it. Now I could go and I could put this in a larger plant pot. So I did do that with a couple of them. Let me go ahead and show you. So over here, you'll see I did pop, let's see, what's that one? That one is the Greek oregano, and then I took one of the mints, and back there in that corner, I potted it as well. Mint is something I'm planning to use for my teas. I am in the process of coming up with my own tea blends. It's something I'm really excited about for next season, and I want big, prolific mint plants because I'm going to need a lot of it in order to do what I want to do with my teas. But by that same token, I don't want to plan it out right because heaven forbid, the one time that I'm like, oh no, that mint will die on its own, it's going to happen, and it's not going to die on its own, and then I'm going to have mint everywhere. So anyway, I'm going to take these along with my other herbs. I'm going to take them inside. I'm going to wash them. I'm going to strip them, and then I'm going to put them on the dehydrator, and there we go. I may also just throw some of them in pasta tonight because I'm kind of feeling like pasta. Because it smells so good. I mean, it just smells so good, guys. The other thing is, too, if you're trying to decide what kind of herbs to get, and you're like, well, what's the difference between Italian and Greek and blah, blah, blah. Like, take a single leaf, all right, rub it between your fingers, and then smell it. And you'll smell that there's, like, differences between things. You can also eat them right off the plant, but some people get weird about that when they're at the store. So I just thought I would say that. Anyway, you guys have a great day. Maybe I'll show you the divining later. I don't know. But have a great day. I'll catch you next time. Bye, guys.
Hi.
If you want to say hi.
Hi.
Okay. All right. Bye, guys.